皆さん、オタク親父だ。あげましておめでとう。今年もよろしくお願いします。Hello everyone, this is Otaku Oyaji again. First, I would like to wish all of you a very happy and blessed new year, and may this coming year bring much better tidings than the previous one. Now, this channel is about me sharing my interests and passions, so I thought I'd do something new other than just simply modeling, and that would be on video games. So today the game I want to share with all of you would be Densha de GO, Yamanote-sen Hashiro. So let's get to it, shall we? New year, new beginnings, and new content. That's what I'm trying to do here. So this is going to be actually more of a chat or ramble, if you want to call it, since it's just me doing a monologue, as well as me providing some tips on what I've learned over the various missions in this game. Okay, so I hope that you'll find this enjoyable as well as helpful. And I really appreciate it if you can let me know in the comments or maybe through your likes or even dislikes. And if you do like this, I would love to create more of such content because I am, after all, a gamer. Well, not professional, but still a gamer. Well, shall we begin then? I mistimed the PS4 video capture function, so I couldn't capture the first station. Apologies for that, but we'll start off from the second station. Currently we are at Tsugamo, going on to Otsuka. Alright, and I have 4 objectives to accomplish. The one at the top is I need to sound the horn at trackside maintenance workers. There'll be 2 times. The second one would be I need to hit the orange speed marker at exactly the stipulated speed 2 times. The third one is basically come into the last station within 20 seconds of the 0 time, and the bottom objective is to come into stop within 3 meters of 0 distance 3 more times, any stations. Alright, now I'm coming up to a blue speed marker, 50 kilometers. Alright, and this is maintain speed. Okay. Generally speaking, it is the one-offs which you need to hit to meet the objectives, and these objectives only come out during the hard sections, okay, or the getting the license to proceed on to the next stage. Alright, coming into the station. So what I like to do is I would try to maintain a speed of around 60 km/h, and when I hit 120 meters, I'll go into full brakes, and basically the stage 3 of braking. I need to take care not to push down the left stick too hard because I might activate emergency brakes and that will cost me points. Yeah, it's still not perfect. I mean, I have yet to figure out the perfect distance and perfect speed at which all I need to do is to hit full brakes and I'll hit 0-0. Yeah, I haven't figured it out yet. I'm quite sure some of the Japanese players have. Okay, basically the safe distance and safe timing would be 100 centimeters of 0 distance and 5 seconds of 0 time. Alright, next stop, Ikebukuro. Ikebukuro was the first place I stayed at when I visited Japan. And I stayed at this hotel called Sunshine City. And it was really a very pleasant stay. As an otaku, I was very happy because there were just there were just shops selling otaku stuff opposite the hotel. Figures, models, there was an animate there, so comics, character goods, Food there is also great. But unfortunately, over the years, the shops have changed more to catering towards female otakus. I just sounded the horn at the trackside worker. One more to go. Okay. So unfortunately, there's less reason for me to visit Ikebukuro nowadays. Okay, I just horned at a rail fan. Okay, standing on top of the bridge. Okay, that's another trackside worker. I sounded the horn at, so I cleared that objective already. Yeah. Well, horning at a rail fan is more of a service, yes, like this one. And maybe next time when I go to Japan, I'm gonna try that. You know, being a rail fan, just waving at the train, see if they will sound the horn at me. Oh, okay. That horn, which was sounded, that was, oh, yes, another trackside worker. Okay, so I'm coming into Ikebukuro station at my ideal speed 60. I'm at neutral now at uh, echo travel. Okay, but the moment I hit 120, I go full brakes. And then I try to do a little bit of fine tuning at the last part. Okay, I didn't discover about the echo score until quite late into the game. But basically, uh, echo mode is when you're traveling at neutral speed. Okay, so you're not drawing any electricity. You're saving the environment. Okay, so ideally you try to travel at neutral speed as much as possible. So which means that once you hit your speed limit, you just go to neutral gear. You don't need to worry about throttling down. All you need to do is to press down on your left thumbstick and you go to neutral. Whether you're braking or you're accelerating, you will just go into neutral. Okay, next up, Meijiro. Well, I've never visited that place before, so I can't comment on the place. Okay. While waiting for the passengers to board, I always try to bring up my brakes to level 1 rather than level 3, so that when I go to full throttle, um, I spend less time. Okay, it's very minimal, but I guess every little bit helps. One thing I'll advise is always try to travel at the speed limit. Okay, but with the E235, uh, I have the confidence to push it to the speed limits. Like so, like you know, if it's 80, I'll go up to 80. But with the older trains, I wouldn't dare to. Okay, the acceleration, I have no confidence in my ability to judge the acceleration well. I guess more practice is needed. Okay, now this time you are sounding the horn at someone who's violating safety distances. So basically, there are four types of four groups that you sound the horn at: safety distance violators, uh, trackside maintenance workers, rail fans, and also when you are going over an underpass. Maybe they are afraid of people sticking out their appendages through the tracks. I'm not so sure. Okay, next up, Takada no Baba. Well, as the kanji characters uh, read, there's a horse stadium there. So basically, Takada no Baba got its name from horse racing. I don't know if they're still doing horse racing there today, but I do know that there are one or two places, arcade shops that has many retro arcade machines. Yeah, I can't remember the name, but there was one I like whereby you actually sat in a you're flying a helicopter, okay, and basically the whole seat will move. Yeah. Okay, so that was an underpass. I'm going over. Okay, so now I'm coming into the station. Ideal speed around 60. Echo mode, waiting. Okay, 120, full brakes. Okay, some fine tuning needed. I always try to uh, do my fine tuning when I'm at speeds of 8 km/h or less. Ideally, it should be 5, but well. Okay, there's one thing I want to bring up here. Look at the high school girl, uh, well, on the left. Notice anything strange? She's not carrying a school bag. She's carrying a handbag. Okay. In my numerous visits to Japan, I've seen countless students, high school students, be it guys or girls. In this case, it's a girl, so Joshikose. All right, and they always carry a big blue bag, a sling bag, under their arms, or well, they might hold in their hands. Okay, but I never seen them carry handbags. But yet, that big blue bag is missing. Real fan on the left. And the interesting thing is, you know, across different schools, they all carry the same big blue bag. Okay, oncoming trains. Always remember to turn off your lamps so as not to blind the driver of the oncoming trains. And you get points for that. You get hearts. And basically, those hearts is the affection of uh, the girl in this game. Yeah, right now I can't remember what's her name. Okay, we're coming into Shinokubo. Now, Okubo is basically the Korea town of Tokyo. You can find a lot of goods on the K-pop groups. So, and of course, there's a lot of Korean food in Okubo as well. Now, there are two JR train stations which sandwiches Okubo. Shin Okubo, which is the Yamanote line, as well as Okubo Station, where the Sobu line goes through. So depending on which line you take, yeah, you end up at either one of these stations. I guess the entire stretch of town in between the two stations, that is roughly what, 800 meters? Or even less. So don't fret if you are, going to Shin Okubo or Okubo, the stations that is, you, they're within walking distances of each other. Next stop, one of my favorite stops in Tokyo, Shinjuku. Okay, that's where I spend a lot of my time at, especially at night, because that's where I would stay. Now, last time I used to stay at a hotel called Sunwood Plaza Shinjuku. It's a business hotel, but it's very clean, it's very nice, though it's a bit small, and it's within like 5 minutes walking distance of the train station, and the prices are very good. With discounts, the rates could be like 8,000 yen. which translates into what, 100 Singapore dollars. But in recent years, like the last 3 years, the prices have gone up so much that it's, well, almost 160, 170 Singapore dollars a night. So in the recent years, I've switched to staying in Airbnb places rather than a hotel itself. But I still like visiting Shinjuku. It has great food. It has Yodobashi camera. It has got Book Off. Book Off, yes, it sells second-hand books, but this Book Off in Shinjuku, oncoming train lights off. Okay, this particular Book Off in Shinjuku, the top floor actually has otaku stuff, a lot of anime and character goods. It's, if I'm not mistaken, it is the only Book Off in all of Tokyo that has one entire floor dedicated to such goods. So yeah, happy place. Now besides Yodobashi camera, which sells engaged trains, there's also a second-hand train shop in Shinjuku, which I also frequent. If I'm not mistaken, that is either Popon Detta or Hobbyland Pochi. Either one. Okay, next stop, Yoyogi. Yoyogi is actually a very short distance away from Shinjuku. As you can see, it's only roughly around 800 meters. And that's because the train tracks have to curve a little bit. But if you were to walk to Yoyogi, it's actually very, very near. Now, what I like in Yoyogi, basically food. There's a ramen place there which has pretty good ramen at decent prices. I remember getting a set of ginger fried rice, okay, real fan on top. Ginger fried rice as well as tonkatsu. Sorry, not tonkatsu. Oh, well, anyway, one big bowl of ramen, all for roughly around 800 yen only. Yeah, so it's a very good price and it was tasty. There's also Book Off there. Yeah, that's it. Okay, safety violator, honk that. Now, why I like Book Off? Well, basically, I like AKB48. Alright? And I like to get the pictorials based on them, of the individual stars, people like Maida Atsuko, Yukirin, what's her name? Rats, I can't remember what's her name. Okay, but anyway, so Book Off used to sell these books at extremely low prices. One picture book, which probably will cost roughly $70-$80 in Singapore, Book Off used to let it go for 500 yen, 400 yen. But I think that, we spot the market, the overseas buyers spot the market, and the prices today of those books, well, they are easily 2,000 to 3,000 yen, which is actually still a good price, but being used to such good prices in the past, they look expensive to me. Okay, yes, there was a honk at the underpass. Okay, next stop, every young girl's favorite place, Harajuku, the fashion center for the young in Tokyo. Okay, with very famous street, Takeshita Dori, or Takeshita Street. There you can find multiple themes of clothing, ranging from gothic to grunge to lolly. There are even, very, very dark themes of clothing there. What did I like about that place? The crepes. Their crepes were wonderful, but recently over the years, I found that the quality has gone down, unfortunately. Okay, on the left, there was the Ueno Tokyo line or the Shonan Shinjuku line, I'm not so sure. Right. And oh yes, I like the Daiso there too. They seem to have items which other Daisos don't feature. And those items are, of course, are related to the use. Yeah, unique. So if you like cutesy stuff, character goods, yeah, the Daiso is a good place to head to in Harajuku. Now Harajuku, I used to like the old train station that was built probably in I think the 40s or the 50s, 1940s or 50s that is. But unfortunately it has given way to a new building. Oh, and one more thing. Harajuku is also within walking distance of Shinjuku. I did a night walk before. It took me roughly 40 to 50 minutes. It was a very pleasant walk because it was during winter, and of course I did what I call my beer walk. That is, I had a nice big can of beer and I walked down the whole stretch while sipping at it. Okay. And beer in Japan is fantastically cheap. A 500 milliliter can costs roughly 200 yen, which is less than $3 Singapore. In Singapore, that same can is going to cost you $5 to $6. And it tastes much better over there. There's so many varieties of beer in Tokyo that I don't think I can ever finish trying all of them. Okay lah, that's a bit of exaggeration, but you get the point. Okay, next stop Shibuya. Shibuya is famous for its Shibuya crossing, Hachiko statue, and also the fashion buildings. I think it was IO or 0109, I'm not very sure. But I've never been to Shibuya before. Okay, well, Shibuya crossing. Every major population center in Tokyo has it. Um, Shinjuku has it. I think Shinjuku has at least two of them. Alright. As for the statue of Hachiko, well, it's a statue of a dog. Yeah. Yes, it's a faithful dog, but yeah. Okay. And finally, as for fashion wise, I mean, from my introduction videos, you can tell that I have very little fashion sense. So yeah, that's it. I'm an otaku. Okay, I've done pretty well so far, but like any true Singaporean, I fumbled it up at the last stop. Still, it was enough for me to clear all of my objectives. My health bar is pretty healthy, and I cleared this mission. In fact, I got an S, rank-wise that is. And I managed to get, let's have a look, I managed to get 101 hearts with her. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. Mata ne!